Shalom. Welcome to this week's Dvar Torah. This week is Shabbat Hagadol, and Parshas Tzav. As Israeli Colonel Uri Ben-Ari tells the story, the capture of Shechem in the 1967 Six-Day War was nothing short of miraculous. Let me quote you his words. The Arabs of Shechem were heavily armed. There was not even one small Arab village without arms. As the Israeli soldiers entered the towns, the Arabs hid their weapons and didn't consider using them. They raised their hands up and flew white flags of surrender from every edifice. Only yesterday they had sworn to fight until their last drop of blood, and today fear fell upon hundreds of thousands of proud Arabs. Colonel Ben-Ari had no other explanation for the Arab retreat than divine assistance. In this Dvar Torah, I'd like to discuss miracles and how we can recognize them. This is a subject that we've touched upon before in videos like this, but I'm hoping to shed new light on this subject in this Dvar Torah. In using a comment of Rashi's on the Thanksgiving offering, the Korban Todah, that Hashem commands in this week's Sedra, I hope to show how we are to react to the unlikely events that occur in our life. I hope the reader gains an ability to apprehend reality while showing proper gratitude to God. God relates to the world by influencing it through various means. In the first chapter of Bereshit, we read of the creation of nature. Nature isn't devoid of God's influence, it is powered by God. At the same time, God sees fit to interrupt nature's regular course of events in order to set the world's course in a different direction. It is when the latter occurs that we witness the miraculous. Extraordinary happenings like the splitting of the sea, Yericho's walls falling, and the Purim victories are all examples of the miraculous. The natural is called Hashgacha Klalis, general providence, and the miraculous is called Hashgacha Pratis, specific providence. How do we know when the miraculous has occurred? It simply can't be that when we witness the unlikely, it is a miracle we are seeing. Even the natural order of events in life produces the unlikely. The only way we can know when the miraculous has occurred is when God tells us that He has changed the natural course of events. Without hearing that divine message, to assume the unlikely is miraculous is nothing more than pure speculation. Without prophecy, it is impossible to know when the miraculous has occurred. Rashi is difficult to understand, therefore, in our Sedra, when he explains that we give the Thanksgiving offering, and I quote, for a matter of thanksgiving for a miraculous event which has occurred to somebody, such as those which happen to be seafarers. They traversed the deserts. They are incarcerated in prisons, or they were sick people who were healed. If offering a Thanksgiving offering is dependent on experiencing the miraculous, how is one supposed to know if they've experienced the miraculous? Since it is impossible to know if the miraculous has occurred without God telling us, it would be foolish, if not arrogant, to assume that God has changed the natural course of events for us. To ignore the beneficial events in our life, though, would be unappreciative. Therefore, we must relate to each favorable event in our lives with as much gratitude as if it was miraculous. The Six-Day War might have been miraculous, but we can't know. But we must still show proper gratitude for the victory, and so too, all favorable events in our life, as if they were miraculous. Shabbat Shalom and a Chag Kasher v'Sameach.